Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alrighty, so today I, an American, am going to be trying Haitian rum for the first time, which I am looking forward to doing much more so than not, as I have heard some pretty good things about rum from Haiti in the past, and I've also heard that Haitian rum can taste a little bit different and a little bit unique when compared to other rums from around the world, simply due to some minor changes in manufacturing processes that some distillers in Haiti use that other distillers from other places around the world do not use. But how will Haitian rum actually be? Will it be good? Will it be bad? Well, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to finding out. Although if I had to guess, I'm probably going to have a better experience than not. Not only have I heard better things than not about Haitian rum in general, but I've also heard better things than not about this rum right here as well. And of course, this is the rum I'm going to be drinking today. What I've got with me today is a bottle of the Rhum Barbancourt 8 Year, which cost me roughly $32 USD for 750 milliliters, has an ABV of 43%, a proof of 86, and which was aged for 8 years in oak barrels, and which was made with only pure cane juice. Will this rum actually be as good as I've heard it is? Well, I don't know, but I am very excited to find out. And I am also just very excited to find out how Haitian rum in general is actually going to be for the first time today, and I'm looking forward to letting y'all know just whether I like it based off this one experience or not as well. But I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and first off, well, go over the look of this bottle. Then after that, I should probably go ahead and get the cork all out, go ahead and smell this rum, see if it smells any different than I'm used to. Then after that, I'm thinking I should probably pour some in my glass I've got right here, go ahead and smell it just a little bit more, see if the smell changed at all, pouring it in a glass versus when it was in a bottle, and after that, I'm thinking I should probably take a sip of, well, rum from Haiti for the first time and find out just how it is, whether I like it or not, and let y'all know just what I think of it as well. As said, first off, though, we've got to go ahead and go over the look of the bottle. Let's go ahead and start off at the very top up here, where we can see there is some blue and gold. Starts off as blue with gold details, then goes to gold with blue details, and we can see that this is more of a plastic than not, I would definitely have to say. However, at the very tippy top, on the top of the cork itself, there is a little bit of a logo right here, which I do not believe is on plastic. I do believe that is actually on the cork itself, and we can see there is a little bit of a gold logo right there on that blue background. From what I can tell, that is the Rhum Barbancourt logo itself, and overall it looks pretty nice in my personal opinion. The gold text going around the cork itself on that blue background just says Rhum Barbancourt Depuce 1862, which I assume just means like founded 1862. Then after that, it just says product of Haiti, just trying to make it clear where it's coming from, of course, and whatnot. Then down here, it just says Rhum Barbancourt in blue on that gold background, and then it just says it again on the back as well. And that's pretty much all that's going on right here. Moving on to the actual look of the bottle itself, it is, well, a pretty basic shape. It's nothing super unique shape-wise. However, this bottle of rum is a sort of brown smoked color, so we can't actually tell what the color of the rum itself is through the bottle, which is both good and bad, I do suppose, depending on your perspective. I guess it's kind of good if you're the manufacturer, because then nobody knows what the rum looks like before you buy it, but it's kind of bad as a consumer because, well, I want to know what the rum looks like before I buy it and what not. Not too big of a deal by any means, and it is an interesting choice, especially since a lot of rums from around the world these days choose to use clear bottles. But we can see on the front of the bottle right here, it just says 1862, just right there embossed in the actual glass of the bottle itself. And of course, that's the founding year for Rhum Barbancourt, I assume at least. Moving on below that, we get to a white sort of sticker label right here. This label has a nice texture to it, as there are some lines just going across all the way like that. Front and center, just right here, we can see there is the Rhum Barbancourt logo itself itself. It's got a very nice sort of light blue star with a lady wearing a dress, and she's got like a stick and stuff like that kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure what that logo itself is actually supposed to be, but it looks pretty nice, and there's some nice gold lines coming out from it and whatnot as well. Then under that, it just says rum right there, spelled R-H-U-M, not R-U-M. And that is all in a sort of cursive red, I'd have to say. Under that, it just says Barbancourt right there, all in blue, and that is all embossed, which is something I do readily appreciate. The rum sort of text itself as well is also embossed. Under that, it just says Haitian since 1862. And then under that, we just see a bunch of medallions right there. I assume that is this bottle trying to flex how many awards it's won or something like that kind of thing. That's what some cigars like to do when they put medallions on the band and whatnot. And I assume it's the same for rum as well. Moving on below that, it just says Special Reserve. And then there's 5 stars right there. And then under that, it just says aged 8 years. Vieilli A ans, which I assume just means aged 8 years in French, if I had to guess. Moving on to the side of this central area right here, though, we can see it just says rum, elaborated from pure sugarcane juice, aged in oak barrels. On the other side, it just says distilled and bottled by La Société du Rhum Barbancourt S.A. Port-au-Prince, which I assume is just the area and distiller of this rum, of course. This is very interesting information, though. It says aged specifically in oak barrels, and says elaborated from pure sugar cane juice. So that's pretty nice. This is letting us know immediately that this is not at all derived from molasses. It's only pure sugar cane juice, which is, something I'm not going to complain about by any means. I will readily acknowledge. Under all of this, we can see there's a little bit of a blue line right there, and then it goes and has some white text on the blue, on the darker blue down here. And it just says 43% alcohol per volume right there. It just says Haiti right there. And it just says 750 milliliters right there. And that's pretty much all that's going on with the front of the bottle, except for this area right here, which we can see there is some text kind of pressed into the bottle. Just says Rhum Barbancourt right there. Looking pretty nice, if I do say so myself. Moving on to the back, we can see there is another label. It just says Haiti down here as well. And a lot of the information on the back of this is the exact same as what we saw in the front, but there is a little bit of a market segmentation spiel, and I'm just going to go ahead and read that off to you guys real quick, because it does have some interesting information. It just says Rhum Barbancourt has been a product of Haiti since 1862, following an ancestral family tradition and unique craftsmanship passed on in the Garner family for over 160 years. The Special Reserve, elaborated from pure sugar cane juice, distilled and aged in French oak barrels for 8 years, offers a bright gold color with copper highlights. The nose reveals the fusion of toasted wooden notes with intense vanilla for a long and smooth finish. This golden rum is best consumed on the rocks or neat. So they're basically just saying, hey, look, we're a quality rum, we've got a nice taste, and this is what it's made with, and it's best consumed on the rocks or neat because it is just that good. That's what they're basically trying to say on the back of the bottle. There's another warning just talking about produced and bottled by and then imported by, there's barcode, and basically just a bunch of other information that we don't really need to cover too much for this video. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to the bottle itself. Overall, looks pretty nice, pretty classic look in my personal opinion, and kind of looks like the bottle of liquor from the Team Fortress 2 Demo Man, in my personal opinion. Well, actually, no, wait, no. I am misremembering for some reason. That's actually a square bottle, not a round bottle. What was I thinking? I had that in my head, and I was like, I need to mention this during this video. I was like, it kind of looks like the bottle of liquor from Team Fortress 2. No, not really. That's a square bottle, not a round bottle. I don't know what I was thinking when I thought I should say that. I'm not sure what I was thinking when I thought I should say that. Maybe I should play some Team Fortress 2 soon. I do enjoy the game. But let's go ahead and get this plastic all off if I possibly can. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my knife because I think that's just gonna make it easiest. And let's go and just continue trying to get it off. Just like that. If I can. I'm gonna put the trash in my backpack in just a minute. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to take the rest of that off. I think I was supposed to leave the rest of that on because, well, it's not looking so great now, so I'm going to try to take the rest of that off. Thank you very much. The rest of it came off. Go ahead and just take that off as well, if I possibly can. Probably shouldn't be holding my knife while I'm doing this. There we go, just like that. And oh, wow. Wow, this actually was plastic. Wow, that thing on the top, that was actually plastic. I honestly didn't think that was plastic. I thought that was actually the cork itself in the very middle, but nope, actually plastic. But we can see the same label just right there below the plastic, or it was below the plastic, but this is on a sort of like a woodish sort of cork. Overall, looks pretty good. Still made of gold. Can't complain, can't complain. I think honestly, this sort of darkened sort of wood is honestly a better color than the blue and gold at the very top. I think it just looks all that much more classy. I think it looks great, frankly put. I actually really like that. But I'm gonna go and put the trash in my backpack real quick. Don't want it to fly away and litter up my backyard by any means, although I did just drop some on the ground. Let's go and grab that and put it in my backpack. And now that I have done that, I'm gonna go ahead and fold up my knife, my Kershaw scallion, and I will now definitely not wipe my nose because my nose is running a little bit. And now let's go ahead and see if I can get this cork all out to smell this rum for the first time and to smell Haitian rum for the first time. I should probably set this down. Ooh, that was nice. Ooh, okay. All right, it definitely smells a little bit different than I'm used to. It definitely smells like rum. It doesn't smell that unfamiliar, but it smells a little bit different than other rums I've tried in the past, I feel like. Now, I've heard some Haitian rums can be super unique. I've heard they can have sort of a vegetal, sort of agricultural, or as they're known, sort of agricole sort of flavor to them. And while I've heard this one is unique as well, I've heard it's not the most unique Haitian rum, so I wasn't sure how unique it was really going to smell. But it smells very interesting. I'd have to say, smell-wise, I'm getting that of... yeah, definitely a good amount of sweetness. I'd have to say I'm getting a little bit of vanilla, caramel. Honestly, just straight sweet cane sugar. And something else as well. The smell has kind of dissipated, but overall it smells pretty good. Let's go ahead and pour it in a glass and see what the smell is like in the glass. Go put the cork back on real quick. Just like that. Went down very satisfyingly. Wow. After a couple seconds, it kind of turns into a more mild smell. A lot of rums, they smell very strong in the bottle and in the glass, and the smell never really goes away. They're just very smelly rums. This is surprisingly mild. It doesn't have a more mild ABV or proof than other rums I've really tried in the past, so I'm surprised it does smell more mild. Maybe it's due to the pure sugarcane juice. I'd have to say, smell-wise, though, very mild. Almost a little bit of a sort of, a grassy, it's sort of a mild, sweet, sugarcane, grassy, caramel, vanilla smell. And when I say grassy, I'm talking like freshly mowed grass. Not like dried grass, not like hay. I'm talking like freshly mowed grass. Like freshly mowed grass, still with the dew on it and everything like that. That really intense sort of grassy smell from freshly mowed grass. I'm kind of getting a little bit of that in this. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but... yeah, very mild, sort of, definitely like sugarcane, vegetal, grassy, sort of caramel and vanilla flavor. Is there anything else going on? It said that there was a little bit of a woody taste on the back of this bottle. I'm not really getting any sort of a woody smell, though. Maybe, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find a woody smell, because it says there's a woody taste, so there would usually be a smell to go with it. Maybe there's a little, maybe there's a Lidl. That's a grocery store, not a real word. Maybe there's a little bit of cedar in there, but I really have to look for it. But now that I've kind of noticed it, I would have to say, yeah, there's definitely a little bit of cedar in there, in my opinion. So I'd have to say, yeah, sort of sugarcane, sweet smell, undertones of cedar wood, and a little bit of grass, and then I want to say, yeah, caramel and vanilla. And that's very much the smells I'm getting from this drink right off the bat. Let's go ahead and grab myself a little bit of a thumbnail for the video real quick, and then after that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip of this stuff for the first time. It's a bit chilly out here today, and the breeze is kind of blowing in my face. It's not like a really intense breeze by any means, but it's still blowing in my face a little bit more so than not. So my eyes, when I'm trying to open them up really wide, they start tearing up. Well, hopefully one of those will do as a screenshot, as a thumbnail for the video. Worst case scenario, I can always grab myself another one after this video, I do suppose. But I'm gonna go and take myself a little bit of a sip of water real quick, just make sure everything's all good. I haven't had any water in about the last 25 minutes, I wanna say. So just take a light sip, make sure there's nothing going on. And now, I do think without further ado, it's time for me to go ahead and drink rum from Haiti, Haitian rum, for the first time. And I think it's time for me to let y'all know just what I think of it, how good it is, and whether I like it or not. Without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and take a sip out of this glass right here. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying. All right, right off the bat, I didn't take a very large sip, but went down very smooth. Went down very smooth. That's pretty nice. I don't mind that by any means. Mouthfeel-wise, it's definitely a lot less heavy than other rums I've tried in the past. Yeah, less heavy for sure. Taste-wise, I didn't really notice too much just right off the bat, but I don't mind it. Not a bad taste. Mild for sure. The mouthfeel is really throwing me off though. It's definitely, it's coming across like it's definitely a less heavy mouthfeel. A little bit less syrupy, a little bit less heavy in general, more like a watery mouthfeel than anything, which is very interesting. And I feel like it's partially very smooth due to that. Huh. Interesting. Definitely, though, when you try to keep it in your mouth for a second, you do still get some roughness, some harshness, kind of in the back of your throat, a little bit of spice. And when you keep it in your mouth, that's really when you're able to notice the flavor. And I'd have to say the flavor is still very mild, though. There's a little bit of some sort of tang to it. And I'd have to say, overall, I think that tang is cedar. I think it's that cedar that might be that tang, I'm not sure. But overall, I'm getting a, of course, sweeter than not flavor with undertones of, yeah, a little bit of grass, a little bit of vanilla, and I'm not really getting any caramel right now. Very interesting, though. Very interesting. I'll acknowledge. It's definitely similar yet different to other rums I've tried previously. Like, vanilla is a flavor I've gotten from many rums in the past. But I can't say I've ever gotten a sort of grassy, like freshly mowed grass sort of flavor. And I also can't say I've ever gotten a sort of, like cedarwood-like flavor from rum either. Interesting, interesting. All right. Oh, I just realized, oh no. This stuff is imported by Krillin Importers Ltd. In Paramus, New Jersey. Y'all seeing this? Y'all seeing this? New Jersey. My whole day has been ruined now. I need to figure out a way to get Haitian rum direct from Haiti. Not through an importer in New Jersey. Because I don't want to be supporting no New Jersey businesses. No. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't like New Jersey. But if it's what it takes to get my alcohol, I won't go there. But I'll buy from an importer in New Jersey. I ain't ever going to New Jersey. That's not happening. Y'all will never catch me in New Jersey. Nope. Never, ever, ever going to New Jersey. No. No, thank you. Yeah. No, pretty nice flavor, though. I forgot to cover the color of this rum when I was smelling it, but it's definitely got a very sort of, well, as it said on the bottle, a sort of golden sort of hue with some sort of copper, more bronzous aspects to it as well. Kind of depends on which way you're looking, in my personal opinion. Like, it's definitely a little bit lighter when my hand's not in the way as well, but there's definitely a little bit of bronze or copper going on in there, for sure. Overall, smooth, very mild taste, and, you know, just very easy to drink, very easy to drink. Yeah, no, I gotta admit, not bad by any means. I don't mind the Rhum Barbancourt. It's honestly almost so mild, though, where it's kind of hard to say whether I like it or not. I know I don't mind it. It's not bad. I've certainly had rum that, oh my god, it's horrible to drink straight. This is pretty solid to drink straight. It's not bad by any means. It's not the best I've had, but it's pretty solid nonetheless. But it's got such a mild flavor, excuse me, that it's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to say whether I really like the flavor or not. It's not a bad flavor, but I'm just really struggling to notice any of the flavor notes of it because it's so mild. And that last sip, though, I did keep it in my mouth just for a little while, and I was able to keep some of the flavors. They very much do dissipate so fast that there's really not much, if any, aftertaste. I mean, like, there's aftertaste, but the aftertaste is not layered. It's just a sweet sort of sugarcane aftertaste with a little bit of a sort of vegetal thing going on, with a little bit of that sort of grassy going on. But I'd have to say the taste is very much that of, well, sort of sugarcane juice with an undertone of, I'd have to say, mowed grass. And then there's a sort of creamy, almost sort of milky vanilla, a little bit of undertone of caramel, kind of forming to make a sort of cowtail-like taste. I don't know if cowtails are a thing around the world, but for context, cowtails in the United States are a, like, chocolate, caramel, and, like, vanilla cream candy that are fantastic. I love them very much. I can't eat them anymore, though, but they're so good. They're really good. I don't even know if there's chocolate. I think it's just caramel and like, vanilla cream. But they're really good. And that's what the caramel and vanilla are sort of combining to kind of taste like, almost. And then under all of that, there is, I feel like, the slightest bit of a sort of cedarwood-like flavor. Yeah, no, very interesting, very interesting. I would have to say that this rum, like, definitely would be a solid pairing with a cigar, if you ask me. The mouthfeel, though, definitely, as mentioned from the very first sip, it's different. It is different. It's a much more watery mouthfeel, and it's a lot less heavy. It's a very light mouthfeel that isn't particularly syrupy. It doesn't stick on your tongue like some other rums can. Yeah, it's a very light, easy to sip on mouthfeel that is very smooth. Yeah, it's very, I think the right way of describing the mouthfeel would be light, smooth, and non-adhesive, which might seem like a weird way to describe the mouthfeel of a beverage. But when I say non-adhesive, I mean it doesn't stick to everything in your mouth, so it doesn't just stay there. It's very smooth, and it just kind of keeps going. Because there's really not much aftertaste at all from this rum, which is very surprising, I'll acknowledge. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Minecraft villager noise number 3. Be like. That last sip was a bit rough. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to mention. Yeah, I kind of want to, I think I'm going to take one more sip. That'll probably be all I have for this video. And I'm going to try to figure out what the taste really is after that, and let y'all know once and for all what the taste of the Rhum Barbancourt really is. And then I'm going to have to think for a minute and figure out just what I think of not only this rum, but also what my initial impressions are of Haitian rum. I was told that this is a Haitian rum that is different than other rums from around the world, but it's not like the most unique Haitian rum by any means. And I bought it because it's the only Haitian rum sold in my local area. There's sadly just not really that much of a selection of rum in my local area, but this is the only rum from Haiti that I was able to find, and so it's what I bought. Thankfully, it tends to be one of the higher rated ones. But even though I was told that it's not the most unique Haitian rum, it is still unique. Maybe not as unique as other Haitian rum, as other agricoles, but it's still it is still different. Mouthfeel is different. The flavor is different. Not entirely different, but different nonetheless. Wow. It's giving me a buzz, too. I'm getting a nice little bit of a buzz. I can't complain. I can't complain. Let me tell y'all what. Let's go and finish it off. Yeah. No, very smooth. Very smooth. Man. Yeah, very smooth. Very light mouthfeel. And overall, taste-wise, I personally think the Rhum Barbancourt very much has a flavor of, I'd have to say, sugarcane juice up top, like sweet sugarcane juice, with then an undertone of sort of slightly vegetal, like grass kind of flavor. Like, it doesn't taste quite like the smell of freshly mowed grass, but it kind of, I guess, just tastes kind of vegetal kind of thing. Kind of grassy, I guess, but not like dried grass. Kind of like wet vegetal, I suppose. But you get that sugarcane juice flavor up top, then that sort of vegetal flavor, and then you get, I'd have to say, sort of almost a creamy vanilla flavor with an undertone of caramel, which combines to make almost sort of like a cowtail-like flavor. And then under that you get a little bit, just the tiniest bit, not much at all. You have to go searching for it, but there's a little bit under all of that of cedarwood. And especially at the very beginning when I was first getting acquainted with the taste of the Rhum Barbancourt, I noticed a little bit of a tang in the flavor, and that was the cedarwood in my personal opinion. As I continued drinking, I stopped noticing it as much, but it was certainly there at the very beginning, so I can definitely say that there is sort of a cedarwood-like flavor in the flavor of this rum right here. Overall, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting if I do say so myself. I'm now trying to think not only what my final thoughts are on the Rhum Barbancourt, but also just what my final thoughts are and what my initial thoughts are on, well, my initial impressions, my initial experience of Haitian rum in general. Interesting. All right, so what am I thinking? Do I like the Rhum Barbancourt, or do I not like it? I do like it. It's not one of my favorite rums ever. It's not. I would definitely have to say, I think I still prefer, like, let's say, the Appleton Estate 12 or the Mount Gay Black Barrel. However, I'd have to say this is definitely my top 5. I don't know about top 3, but it's definitely my top 5. Granted, I haven't really tried a lot of rum, in all honesty. I am still very much a beginner, a newbie to rum. I only started drinking it a little bit more recently than not, and I've been enjoying it quite a bit since. But I would have to say, yeah, it's in my top 5. And when compared to many of the other rums I've tried in the past, it definitely has a more unique flavor than not the most unique flavor. I've heard some other Haitian rums can literally just taste vegetal and there's nothing else kind of thing, and that sounds very unique to me. That's not quite the case with this rum. But I'd have to say, yeah, the Rhum Barbancourt 8-year, in my personal opinion, overall, is a pretty solid, mildly unique rum that I think is different enough from other more typical rums that I would find in my local area, while being similar enough to not be completely different from what one may be used to. If you're used to drinking, like, let's say, the Appleton 12, this is definitely going to be different, but not to an insane degree by any means. It's not going to be completely different. There's still some undertones that are similar, but it's different enough where it's probably going to interest you, kind of thing, I'd have to say. It's not exactly the same as any other rum I've tried, and I can definitely confirm it is more unique than not. Yeah, overall, I'd have to say, I like the Rhum Barbancourt. I like the mouthfeel of it. I like the flavor of it. I like the taste of it. I personally also like the fact that it is a little bit of a different flavor from other rums I've tried so far as well. Overall, I like this rum a decent amount, and I think it's a pretty good sipper. Is it good in a rum and coke? I don't know. I'm looking forward to finding that out as well, I will readily acknowledge, but I think I'm going to have to either figure that out in a future video or figure that out on my own. Not sure if it will be good in a rum and coke, though. The flavor, I don't really get the impression, kind of leads itself to that. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to try for myself. So I may have to do that in a future video. But overall, I think I can say with certainty, I do appreciate and I do like the Rhum Barbancourt 8-year. And overall, I'm thinking it's deserving of a very solid 3 out of 4 rating. It's not by any means like my favorite rum I've ever tried, but it's got a unique flavor. It's smooth, nice mouthfeel, nice flavor overall. You know, it's pretty solid, and it's getting a very solid 3 out of 4. In my personal opinion, somewhere around like a 3.6, 3.7 out of 4. So closer to a 4 than not, but not quite there. Overall, I like it. And really my biggest gripes with this rum is, let's see, like the mildness of it is both a benefit and a downside, because the mildness of it, because it is very mild tasting, the mildness of it kind of made it hard to pick out the flavors, and I like a more bold tasting drink. I'll acknowledge y'all. I like something that's a bit more bold flavor because it makes it easier to pick out the flavors, and I really like picking out flavors and drinks and whatnot. And that's just a little bit more difficult to do, but that also gives it an aspect of challenge. But really my biggest issue with this is the sort of, not lack of flavor, because there is flavor, but the sort of mildness of the flavor. If this was a little bit bolder, I think I would prefer a little bit more, but overall still very solid in my personal opinion, and I don't mind it by any means, and I can definitely see how this rum might disappear very easily into cocktails. Overall, as said, 3.6, 3.7 overall for this rum, and overall, the Rhum Barbancourt has definitely made me want to try some other Haitian rums in the future, and it's made me want to try, in specific, some very vegetal agricoles as well. I know that the Rhum Barbancourt, generally considered to be one of the less extreme agricoles, but I want to try some more extreme ones now, because that sort of vegetal flavor I got from it was very unique, very interesting, and I definitely want to see just how other ones are, how other, maybe more intense, maybe more different agricoles are in the future. So I definitely want to try more Haitian rums, I will readily acknowledge. Overall, I'm looking forward to doing that in the future. I think that's pretty much all I had to say for this video today. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video where I drank rum from Haiti for the first time. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. Box, and my other channels all in the description down below. Go check them all out. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. Till the next one, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?